Drambuie is $45 a bottle. But if you've got some cheap Scotch laying around that no one else is drinking, add a few spices, add some honey, you can make a homemade Drambuie for a fraction of the cost. You're gonna wanna stick around for this one. Let's do it. I actually have several bottles here of Scotch that are used, so we're gonna use these to make our Drambuie, so we don't need to open this. But now Drambuie is 40% alcohol, so we want to start with something a little higher than 40% because we are going to dilute it with the honey syrup. So these two guys here, this one's 46%, this one's 43%. So I think I'm going to primarily use these guys because they are a little higher in alcohol. Also, this Isla, a bit smoky, so probably not the right call. Bruichladdich is also an Isla, but I believe that one is unpeated. It's definitely not very smoky.
Okay, so we're going to need about 400 to 450 mil of our blended Scotch. I'm using a blend of the Chivas Royal Citation and a Bruichladdich. Okay, that's it for that bottle. Get that into a vacuum seal bag. I'm doing this sous vide. You don't have to. You could cold infuse in a mason jar for about a week, but sous vide makes it faster. Onto our honey. I'm using a 3-to-1 honey syrup. So that's a pretty high ratio, but straight honey would work. Don't use a 1-to-1. It's going to be way too watery. It's about 75 to 100 mil. 1 cinnamon stick, 1 star anise. I broke my star anise in half, only used half, but I explained later I probably should have used the whole thing. Little pinch of nutmeg. 2 to 3 whole cloves. We're going to do about 1/8 of a vanilla bean, split it in half. And then we want 1 large peel of orange. And finally, optionally, a couple threads of saffron, just 4 to 6 threads. This is an expensive ingredient. I happen to have it, but you absolutely don't need to include it. There we go. All right, that's it. We're going to vacuum seal that bag. If you have one of these vacuum sealers that has a liquid setting, that's important, has to be liquid. We're gonna sous vide at 135 for 2 hours. As I mentioned, you can cold infuse in a jar for 7 to 10 days. All right. In the water bath it goes. And then 2 hours later, we're going to remove it, let it cool before we strain. I've got a funnel into my bottle here. I was out of cheesecloth. I'm using just paper towel. It works just as well to strain. All right, it took about 20 minutes to strain the whole thing. And once that was done, we slapped on our sexy label.
Well, there it is, guys. Our homemade Drambuie, or Drambuie in my case, is ready. Let's give it a taste. Surprisingly, mine actually has a brighter yellow color to it. I guess the saffron really did its work. Mine is a little less clear. It's clearer than most homemade liqueurs I make, but it is not, obviously not as clear as the commercial stuff. It will get clearer over time, like all homemade liqueurs. As soon as you make it, there's a lot of sediment that's suspended. As it sits on your bar for a couple of weeks, all those sediments will settle at the bottom, at which point you can leave them there, or you can filter it out a second time and get rid of all that, and it'll be a much clearer product. But that's unnecessary. It's just cosmetic. All right, classic Drambuie. Nice and syrupy, herbal, spicy, anise flavor, very prominent. More prominent than I remember for some reason. When I was like coming up with the recipe and looking online, I saw that I saw star anise on there, and I was like, really? I guess I had never really, it had been a while since I had really savored Drambuie, so I forgot that it had such a prominent star anise flavor. So let's try mine. A little more cinnamon forward, not a bad thing. Very similar, but with some slight kind of tweaks to it. It reminds me of when I did my homemade Benedictine, because Benedictine is very similar to Drambuie. Obviously the spice blend is a little different and it's brandy based, but essentially it's a very similar style liqueur as Drambuie. So when I made mine, it was the same kind of thing. You know, I made brandy based. A lot of it is the same, but there's little variance in the spices used. Mine is syrupy, but it could be more. I almost feel like next time I'll go with straight honey, not honey syrup. Even though 3-to-1 is a good ratio, it's a thicker ratio, you definitely don't want it to be doing 1-to-1 honey syrup, but I could go even thicker than that. I think next time I would just use straight honey. I think that would give it that syrupy feel that this one definitely has. But overall, that's quite good. The anise flavor is there, picking up on a bit of everything else, all the other herbs and spices. Yeah, this one definitely has a stronger star anise. I broke up my star anise. I probably could have used the whole star. I do like the fact that mine has a bit more prominent cinnamon, because I do love cinnamon in liqueurs. Oh, let's call that a success. That is very close. Let's make a rusty nail.
All right, classic, 2 ounces of blended Scotch, half an ounce to 3/4 ounce of Drambuie, stir, stir, stir. That's it.
All right, rusty nail with my homemade Drambuie. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's nice. I mean, I'm actually using a single malt Islay for this one, so nice and smoky. But I am getting the spices, the honey from the Drambuie coming through just like it should. I think I went a little higher. I usually do, like I said, 4-to-1, half an ounce of Drambuie. Because mine is slightly less syrupy than the regular, I went a little closer to 3/4. And because I was using a single malt Islay, I knew it was going to be a pretty punchy, smoky flavor. But this is still a really nice drink. But that's the thing about the rusty nail. You can play with those ratios. Some people do 2-to-1, 2 ounces of Scotch, 1 ounce of Drambuie. Some people do 1-to-1, equal parts Scotch and Drambuie. That is way too sweet for me, but this is a nice ratio. Well guys, I highly recommend, give it a try. Making your homemade liqueurs is a lot of fun. I've got a whole bunch of homemade liqueurs on the channel, guys. Very similar to the Drambuie, as I mentioned, the homemade Benedictine, if you want to check out this video right here. Otherwise, we have an entire playlist of homemade liqueurs. You can check out this playlist right here. Otherwise, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Go make a rusty nail. Cheers.